Hello guys, and welcome to a new vlog. I am just sitting here on my floor, as I do, drinking my water. This is honestly just one of the best places in the house to film, even though there is kind of a window behind me and to the side of me, but I don't know. I find it to be one of the brightest spots to film, which is, I don't know. It's not the best, but it works. Anyways, this week's vlog is kind of going to be all over the place. I have some footage from over the weekend, which was Mother's Day weekend, and I also have some footage that I shot throughout the beginning of this week. So it's kind of just like a hodgepodge of stuff, but that is what my life is like right now. So this past weekend, like I said, it was Mother's Day weekend. On Saturday, we celebrated with Andrew's family, and on Sunday, we celebrated with my family. And both days, we went to Allegheny State Park because both of our mothers wanted to go there, but we had a really nice time both days. We did kayaking, a little bit of hiking, and eating delicious food. Yeah, and I think our mothers had a really nice time. And this week I had a few doctor's appointments and I wanted to take you guys along with me for them and kind of give you a little update on my health and what's going on. And yeah, that is the extent of this week's vlog. So I'm gonna start by putting in some footage here from Mother's Day weekend. I didn't film a ton just because we were with our families having fun, and I always feel weird filming. I never film a lot when I'm with them, but I'm gonna put that in here and then I will move on to the stuff from this week.
We're on our way.
Mother's Day, day one. We're headed to Allegheny, and it's beautiful and sunny.
Yeah, it's gonna be warm.
It's already 73.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice day. Gonna go kayaking.
Yeah.
Water's cold.
There's still more mountain.
It's pretty much level off, and it's probably all downhill. Come here. Come here, I'm gonna get on your back.
Oh God, we're gonna fall. This is gonna hurt.
I just wanted to hop in and say that the trail that Andrew picked to do, the trail that he decided to take his parents on for Mother's Day, turned out to be a pretty challenging trail. It was 2.5 miles, which isn't a super long trail, but the whole first half of it, or maybe even longer, was completely uphill. So we were zigzagging up a hill and it was exhausting. I am so out of shape. I need to work on my fitness. That was very clear after this hike. But we were dying. It was so funny. So yeah, we basically tortured Andrew's mother and his father on Mother's Day doing this hike, but it was nice though. It was pretty. The way down was a lot better because it was flat or downhill, but honestly, I find downhill to be pretty challenging as well. It really hurts my calf muscles and my knees, so I just prefer flat, but yeah, downhill was at least better than going uphill. But yeah, so I send out my apologies to Andrew's mother for that Mother's Day hike we sent her on.
Probably not even a quarter of the way through.
Well, the uphill part's the hardest.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mother's Day, day 2, part 2. We're on our way to Allegheny again.
We get to drive down the highway this time instead of taking all the back roads.
Yeah, we don't have the trailer with the kayaks, so we can take the nice road. Meeting up my whole family there early and do some kayaking and hiking and eating again.
Stoop to your level.
Hello guys, it is Monday afternoon. We had a really nice weekend for Mother's Day. We went to Allegheny 2 days, as I showed you guys in the last few clips, and it was really nice. And today is a fun day for me. I am going for another ultrasound. If you've seen my previous vlog and also my previous YouTube short, I talked about how I had an ovarian cyst. And it's actually like a whole situation. So I was having a lot of issues. I think it was around December or January, and I went in for an ultrasound and they found a complex cyst, which I thought was on my right ovary. And then I went for another ultrasound several weeks later, and they said that the cyst was almost gone. It was collapsed. And they said they recommended me to make another appointment for a third ultrasound 3 months from then. And I wasn't going to make the appointment because the ultrasounds are super expensive, and if it was collapsed and I wasn't having any symptoms, then I thought I must be okay. But I was fine for several months, and then my last period a few weeks ago, I was having a lot of pain on my side, on my right side, and my period was late, and it was just weird, and it made me really nervous. So I did schedule another ultrasound, which is for today, and I haven't had pain the last two. Andrew's playing a video game right now. I haven't had pain the last 2 weeks, so I think I did have something that I'm hoping that it has gone away. But I also had an OBGYN appointment, just a regular yearly checkup this morning, and she told me that I actually had 2 cysts, which I do not remember hearing this information. She said that in the first ultrasound they found the complex cyst, and that was on my left ovary, which I swear that it was on my right ovary. I'm so confused. And then she said during the second ultrasound they saw the collapsed cyst on my left ovary, which was basically gone, the complex one, and that there was another cyst on my right ovary, a simple one. And I don't think they told me that. I went back and watched that YouTube short that I made after my second ultrasound, and I just gave enough data about the complex cyst. So I don't know where the second one is coming from. I don't know. I'm so confused. So we'll see what happens today, what they find on the ultrasound. A simple cyst doesn't worry me because that's super common, and they're not like cancerous, but the complex cyst freaks me out because I know that they can be cancerous and they're not as common, and it's just, I don't know, I have really bad health anxiety, so I've been really worried about that. But the past few weeks, like I said, I've been feeling completely fine. I'm not in pain at all, no symptoms, so I'm hoping that there are no cysts there and everything's okay. But I have to drink this water again, this whole thing within an hour, and that's so fun because I really struggle with drinking this much water in that short period of time. And we'll go to Hamburg, get the ultrasound, and hopefully I'll hear back. I'm assuming Wednesday I'll hear back. Give them a day, and yeah, hopefully it doesn't take longer than Wednesday because I just want to know that everything's okay. It's really frustrating because, like, especially having health anxiety, like I want to know what I can do to prevent me from having more cysts and just keep myself healthy. And it just seems like there's such a lack of knowledge around women's health, unless, I don't know, but they don't know what causes cysts. They don't know, like, there's not many options for treating cysts other than surgically removing them or taking hormonal birth control, which not all women can take hormonal birth control for several reasons. So yeah, that really frustrates me because I want to prevent myself from having them, but I don't even know how. I do think it probably is related to, not that I know anything about this kind of stuff, but I have a feeling that it's probably related to like a imbalance of hormones, like between estrogen and progesterone, like perhaps estrogen dominance and low progesterone levels, but I'm not a doctor. I do not know. And yeah, I couldn't really find much on this topic online, so we'll just see. Hopefully this isn't going to be a big thing for me going forward, but just wanted to give you guys an update on this because I know that a lot of women go through this, so it's good to kind of hear other people's experiences so that it might make you a little bit more I don't know, comfortable when you find out that you have a cyst or something. So yeah, I'm gonna drink this. So I survived my ultrasounds, and the doctor said that I should hear back tomorrow from my doctor. So hopefully that's the case, because I really want to know what's going on. She didn't seem to know about 2 cysts, so I'm a little confused. So we'll see. We'll see what my doctor says tomorrow or Wednesday when I talk to her. And now we are headed to the store to do some grocery shopping while we're out this way, and we're gonna go home. And it's actually quite hot out. I am really warm. Are you warm?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dressed a little toasty today for the weather, but
Tired.
yeah.
We got up early.
Yeah, we started work at 6 a.m. today actually, because we left early. Because we left early to come to this appointment, so started a little early. It is Tuesday now, and I still haven't heard from my doctor, but I was able to finally sign into my patient portal for my OBGYN. I've been going there for forever, but I've never set up my portal. So I called and got the information, and I signed in, and I was able to see the results from my previous ultrasounds, not the one I just got. And there were 2 cysts on there, and the complex cyst was on my left side, and in the second ultrasound they said it was completely resolved. It's completely gone. So I don't know, the doctor did not say that to me in the second meeting that I had where they had told me the results. Like, it just seemed like, oh, it's something we're gonna have to keep checking on. It was collapsing, but it wasn't like gone. So I'm really happy. So now I'm not as stressed out as I was, but yeah, I just have to wait to hear back from the doctor. Hopefully they'll call me tomorrow. That's when she said she was gonna call me, so hopefully I'll hear back then, and hopefully there's just like a little simple cyst on my right side or something that's not a concern. So yeah, that is my update for today. I'm sitting here drinking my red raspberry leaf tea, which is not the best tea that I've ever had, but it's supposed to be good for women's health, so whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it says it is. It kind of tastes like a more bitter black tea, I guess. I don't know, but there's no caffeine in it, and it's supposed to be good for me, so I've been drinking it. Hey guys, it is Wednesday now, the same day that I filmed the intro to this video, and I have heard back from the doctor. I actually had to call them first and reach out because it was getting kind of late in the day and they didn't call me back. I don't know. I'm sure they're really busy, but I don't want to bother them, but I really wanted to know. Anyways, I spoke to the nurse and she told me that my scans came back completely fine. There were no signs of any cysts at all anymore, which is so weird, but I'm very, very relieved. I'm glad that there's no complex cyst that's completely resolved, and there doesn't seem to be anything else, so I don't know what was causing me the pain. It could be that I just had a simple cyst and it went away, because that happens a lot in women's cycles. I guess when you are ovulating and you release an egg, then it leaves behind like a little sac, and that can fill up with fluid, which becomes a simple cyst. And I think they call them functional cysts because they're related to your cycle. And women, like, it's very common for women to get them every cycle and for them to just go away and then come back and go away. So that's probably what I had. It's very interesting. I don't know. It's weird that it happens. Our bodies are just so weird, but either way, I'm just really relieved. I'm glad that everything's okay and I don't need to be stressed out. They said that I don't need to go back for any more imaging, which is great because it is so expensive. Because I'm on a deductible plan, my deductible is $2,000, which means that I need to spend $2,000 on medical stuff before they will start covering things. So things like yearly physicals and just regular doctor's appointments, those are covered, but anything outside of that, I have to pay a copay. So like if I see a specialist or if I get any type of testing done or anything. I pay for that out of pocket until I reach $2,000, and then they'll start helping to cover it. And because I didn't reach my $2,000 yet, I have to pay $240-ish for every scan that I've gotten so far, which is frustrating, but I needed to do it, so. But I can imagine this probably really impacts people getting things taken care of and getting checked on when they're experiencing medical issues, because if you don't have money to pay for that, what are you supposed to do? And I want to make another comment regarding medical care. So while I was waiting to go to my OBGYN appointment, I noticed a sign. So the sign was talking about yearly checkups, and it said something along the lines of, your yearly checkup will be billed as a yearly checkup, meaning that it will be billed to your insurance as a yearly checkup, which will most likely be covered by most insurances, I'm assuming. But it also said that if you ask any questions, bring up any new health issues, get prescribed any sort of new medication, anything like that, it's not charged as your yearly visit, it's charged as an office visit. And that means that if you have a deductible plan like I do, then you're going to have to pay for it. And for me, that's like $80. So yeah, that really made me angry, just because, and I knew that this was a thing, but I saw that and read it again, and it brought it back into my memory, and I just got infuriated by that. And this is a serious issue within our healthcare system, and yeah, a lot of people probably aren't able to get the help that they need just because they can't afford to take care of themselves, and they're scared to ask questions because they don't know if they're going to be charged extra money, and it's really sad. So yeah, that was my rant about healthcare and how upsetting it is. I apologize, but I think it's really important to talk about. I mean, I know this is probably not news to most of you, and a lot of people have experienced this kind of thing, but it's really frustrating. And I imagine, like, if I was in a worse position and I couldn't afford that, like, I don't know what I would have done. So it's frustrating, but anyways, I'm happy that my scans came back okay and that everything's okay and I can just relax, because having health anxiety makes it a bit challenging waiting to hear for your results. So yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it was kind of random and just a mix of things, but that was my life this past week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it through this video, put a flower emoji because it's spring in the comments. And also, on a positive note, I have hit over, and it sounds so silly because it's such a low number, but I hit over 200 subscribers on my channel, and I'm so excited. It went by, I recently hit 100 like last month, and I was so excited about that, and now I'm already at 200, and that made me so happy. I really appreciate all of you guys subscribing. It is the best thing. It's so nice. It's crazy to think that there's 200 people watching my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again next week. Bye.